All right, Jack. So this is the matrix equation. So I wanted to do this one with you. So the first thing that I want you to remember is that this is just an equation. It says matrix equation, and that's exactly what it is. So we're going to focus on this equation. Negative x plus 1/2 a equals negative 1/3 b. Got that from right here. Okay. So the first thing that I want to do, is I want to get x all by itself. So I'm going to do that by subtracting 1/2 a from both sides. Minus 1/2 a. So when I do that, I have negative x equals negative 1/3 b minus 1/2 a. So now we're going to look at our matrices. Multiplying by a third is the same thing as dividing by 3, and it's negative. So we're going to divide it, returning the B matrix by negative 3. Multiplying by a negative 1/2 is the same thing as dividing by a negative 2. So we're going to take everything in the A matrix and divide it by negative 2. So let's do this negative 1/3 B first. So negative 1/3 of B is going to become, well, 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. 3 divided by negative 3 is negative 1. Negative 6 divided by negative 3 is positive 2. And negative 9 divided by negative 3 is positive 3. To that, a negative divided by a negative is going to give me a positive. So plus the negative 1/2 a. That's what we have to do. We have to figure out what a, like if we multiply everything by negative 1/2 or divide by negative 2. So negative 6 divided by negative 2 is a positive 3. 10 divided by negative 2 is a negative 5. 12 divided by negative 2 is a negative 6. And 0 divided by negative 2 is 0. So now we're going to take these and add them. Negative 3 plus 3. This equals negative x. So negative x is going to be, well, negative 3 plus 3 is 0. 2 plus a negative 6 is negative 4. Negative 1 plus a negative 5 is negative 6. And 3 plus 0 is 3. So negative x, or the opposite of x, equals the matrix 0, negative 4, negative 6, 3. I want to know what positive x is. So that just means you change the sign of everything. The opposite of a 0 is still a 0, but the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. The opposite of negative 6 is positive 6, and the opposite of positive 3 is negative 3. So this is the first example matrix equation. Okay, I'm going to screenshot the second matrix equation and walk you through that one as well, because I want you to know how to do these. So let me grab the second example. So the second matrix equation looks like this. Okay, so we're going to do that one together as well. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do, remember, is I want to get x all by itself. So I'm taking this equation, negative 1/3 a minus x equals 1/3 b. Well, I want to move this to the other side, so I'm going to add 1/3 a to both sides. So negative x equals 1/3 of the B matrix plus 1/3 of the A matrix. Remember, multiplying by a third is the same thing as dividing by 3. Same thing as dividing by 3. So I'm going to take my B matrix and I'm going to divide every single term in there by 3. So 1/3 of the B equals, well, negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So this is the 1/3 B, plus I need to do 1/3 of the A matrix. Okay, so 1/3 of 3 is 1. 1/3 of negative 6 is negative 2. 1/3 of 0 is 0. 1/3 of 0 is 0. All right. So the equation says that I'm going to add these two things together, and it's going to equal negative x. So negative x equals, well, negative 1 plus 1 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. Negative 2 plus negative 2 is negative 4. And 3 plus 0 is 3. So that's what negative x, or the opposite of x, equals. But I don't want the opposite of x. I want the positive x. So that just means I change the sign of every term in here. Well, the opposite of 0 is still 0, but the opposite of negative 4 is positive 4. The opposite of a positive 3 is negative 3. Opposite of a positive 3 is negative 3. This is your answer.